Hey folks, Fox here. So this is take 34 of Knights and Guard versus Dark Eldar and Chaos. So we had 1850 or so, maybe a little bit more for each army. So it brought us up to a nice large number. It was just more or less just a fun game, squaring off just to see what each army could do against the other, and trying out some of the new terrain with a lot of the various different roads. Um, Started out with my standard list, a bunch of witches, a bunch of bikes, my jets, of course. And then, of course, we had the good old Corn Berserkers with Karn and that. We've got the Thousand Suns and then the Plague Marines. These guys are pretty tough. Just to let you guys know, I've gone through this about 11 times trying to do a report, and things kept crashing. So we had the Dread Knight and the various different rhinos start to scoot up. We had just a little bit of movement here, not too much. And then I surged forward, and the poor berserkers, their vehicle got immobilized. These fellows were running up, and we lost a ton of Plague Marines on the left here, fortunately. So you'll notice there's just one soul guy left. The Dread Knight, of course, took off, which they seem to move around a lot. More movement, just moving up, like Chimera lost a turret, and we had most of the vehicles just kind of stayed where they were. I turbo boosted the jet bikes over top of the small unit there, and I was able to kill a few. Then the Dread Knight attacked them and pretty much just slowed them down. Here is where things went really bad. I started losing vehicles. I was immobilized and immobilized and immobilized. And then my units had to jump out and start running, and they started to get killed and killed and killed. So again, more Thousand Suns kind of moving up. I assaulted with my witches. The only thing in assault range was unfortunately the Land Raider, so I managed to pop it. The good old Paladins jumped out, and then my witches were shot to hell. Tried to get my Incubi up, they didn't make it. They started to run away, but then they made it back. We had the Berserkers jump out and start to surge forward. They started getting chopped up, unfortunately. And then more immobilized vehicles. As you can see, the dice kind of littering the table. These hotshot guys jumped out. Those witches aren't going to be there for much longer. The Incubi, again, they managed to rally and start to move forward to start to charge into the Paladins that were over here. Not much movement over here, but still that one Plague Marine, he's still kind of kicking. And the Thousand Suns are still moving up. So, as things went, I managed to get my Scourges in. We're missing a ton of Chaos Marines on the left-hand side there. You'll notice the big Demon Prince popped in. I think it was a Demon Prince. And killed a few things. My witches were all gone. Those are actually Calibite warriors over there. Terminators came in. My bike screwed off and ran away, and then, of course, the Dread Knight started following him. Still, more shooting. The Berserkers ran in and lost everybody, unfortunately. I lost all my warriors over there. I had one witch left. The Dread Knight took off, and my bike just continued to fall back. You can see that poor little witch. She's going to jump into that mess, and she's going to die, even with her pain tokens. It was a pretty sad sight. So I'm going to lose that jet in a few moments. Those rhinos and Chimera were just unkillable. It's crazy. My one vehicle that wasn't immobilized, I managed to push that up. You got the Terminators up there with the Incubi. They're going to assault the good old Paladins. We managed to rout the Paladins, and they ran off table. And then we were moving to attack the Valkyrie and that Dread Knight, but both zipped away. We couldn't do much about them. And then my Lone Witch assaulted those Marines. Wow, the Guard. Of course, the Dread Knight's there. It's going to push my bike continually, although it really didn't have to. Past the difficult terrain, so the Valkyries or Vendetta's okay. No worries there. It's funny, a lot of the other team's troops didn't even leave their vehicles, and they still wrecked us. Managed to kill that stupid Rhino, though, but at the cost of losing my jet. That fellow, he jumped up. The Dread Knight came up and destroyed the Land Raider. And here we're still kind of pushing forward. Unfortunately, it's all going to come down to shooting, and we just pretty much lose all of our troops on that far end. This guy keeps getting shot as I move back, and I was able to take get a few more wounds on him, but I don't think he died. I think he had one more wound left. But as you can see, top there, there's only one, two, oh no, yeah, there's Abaddon, and then the one Terminator, and then my Incubi jumped in and started to assault. Unfortunately, we pretty much lost most of our guys to shooting, and we just kind of called it quits after that. But overall, it was a fun game. It's just surprising how much the game can change when you start to lose your your mobility. But overall, good game. Again, lost everybody but one Incubi. So overall, I look forward to another battle, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.